My name is Delwin Arackal, and I'm Director Craft Interactive Technologies. I come with 15 years of experience in banking and financial institutions, right? And my last stint was with RAC Bank as a treasury middle office head, right? And all my promoters, my founders of Craft Interactive, almost comes with 15 to 20 years of professional experience, and most of them work with different global MNCs, right? That's a background of Craft Interactive and founders, right? Today, I would like to take you through, what we are, right, and why we stand out today, right? Craft Technology, we have done about 250 plus implementations together. My Dubai and Abu Dhabi offices, we have done about 250 plus implementation. Different verticals, different class of customers. We have very micro to large enterprise clients as well, right? And we have a full-fledged team in UAE, right? If you ask me, Delvin, we all work virtual offices, right? Why do you have so many resources in UAE? We believe when the founders, started this company, right? There were two things, right? Why we opted ERPNext? The main reason, ERPNext was the only solution when we started in 2017. This was the only solution which was fully open source, right? There were ERPs, big, small, all kind of ERPs available. But we decided, okay, Craft is going to work with ERPNext. The only reason was, this brings a lot of freedom to small, medium, and large enterprises in terms of licenses. You will not find any ERP in the market. Hardly any ERPs, I can say that, which comes without zero license. Any small ERP, pay this much, pay this dollar, right, for month, quarter, whatever, right? But we really want to support a small and medium enterprises, startup firms where they can bank on a reliable, a robust system. That's what we believe, and that's the reason we started with ERPNext. Secondly, we hold a lot of support team in UAE. Why? Because we understand the criticality when customer is in front of customer, right? You're a salesperson standing in front of a customer. How difficult when your system is throwing an error, right? So we thought, yes, it's inevitable to provide such a good support, right? We do ensure supports are given online, physical, whatever is needed, right? So that's the reason we have two offices today in UAE. And move on to this screen, right? Craft Interactive is the only silver partner in GCC. It's recognized, appreciated by Frappe Technologies. We for our consistent efforts to bring maximum number of customers, sites to Frappe Cloud. So we thanks a lot to Frappe for the recognition and do understanding, what the effort we put towards the community, right? Moving on to next slide. This we have today. We sit with two large facilities in UAE, right? One is in our Business Bay office. We have about 20 people, right? Almost 20 staffs we hold, right from sales team. We have project management, development team. We have dedicated support team, which we make sure that our customers are satisfied, and we make sure that your requirements are met, right? And we strongly believe in workflow management, workflow mapping, right? If someone come and ask me, Delvin, we need an ERP, and we are fine with ERP, we knew that ERPNext is, we believe this can cater, but we just simply don't implement. We make sure we send our engineers, okay, go and sit with them, understand the business, give a proper solution which can meet end to end. We make sure our solution fits well and meets your business, right? So that's a unique feature which Craft Interactive extend to our businesses and customers, right? That's a reason we believe that we could on board about 250 plus companies across, right? And our Dubai office largely caters to GCC and African continent, right? We have clients across this region, so our Dubai office largely focus on this region, right? Moving to next slide, our Abu Dhabi office. Why we started our Abu Dhabi office last year? The only reason to give a full cushion, full comfort to a customer in terms of support and requirement gathering. When we all this time we have been receiving organic requirements from Abu Dhabi, but we thought yes, we need to have a office in Abu Dhabi so that we make sure our customers satisfied and met. Next, when we started a company, right, it was really a humble start. We hardly had 2 employees in our Dubai office, but today we sit with 75 plus employees globally. We have a we started a large facility back in India, Kerala, which can hold up to 100 count, which we are ongoing. We wanted to really meet our ongoing expansion plans, right? So we do have the capacity, we do have the team to manage our product development. My colleague Suresh already taken you through that. We are head of corporate tax. Our team is literally working on building corporate tax solution so that we don't fail our deadlines. There are FTA guidelines, there are frameworks comes in, right? So we have a dedicated team who literally working on it and working for the product developments, right? So that's a facility which we have in India. Moving to this screen, many of the logos, many of the name familiar, right? We have clients globally. If you ask me any specific sector, right, Delwin, I'm into oil industry, I'm into oil and gas technology, implementation, instrumentation, whatever you name it, I can promise you that I will have at least 1 or 2 clients where I can literally tell you, okay, Delwin, I have this, you go and speak to the client. So today, I understand, we are a bit of late, as per our schedule, but I have few customers who really want to explain what we have, right? What Craft has given, what ERPNext has brought into their business, right? And our client includes government, semi-government, large multinational companies, right? And back to my sectoral experience, expertise, right? These are the 3 major focus areas what Craft holds expertise in business, right? Manufacturing, one of the focus area. We have clients who holds 1,000 plus employees, India as well Middle East. Trading is one of the area. We understand business, business risk, right? Expiries, batches, back-to-back orders, keeping optimal inventory. All these things we understand. When we start our journey, I didn't know what is delivery note, right? So we made sure that this is what our business is. We put expertise into sectoral experience to the implementation. We have strong business cases from service, project management, civil construction businesses, right? And we understand business requirement. We also launched certain products, right? We have a lot of audit accounting firms, right, in this region. We have a unique product which Audit Pro. Many of you already aware, audit accounting firms, how beautifully it works. Single solution, multi companies, you can manage all your clients, micro clients, you simply manage. I think I don't have the time to take you through that slide, but that's an awesome product which we do have. Property management, another solution which we have given to different corporates, Abu Dhabi, UAE, which it's an end-to-end solution which we have rolled out. Many of our customers are using it, right? Now I would like to called a few of my customers, right, who just wanted to, share their experience, how, the implementation was, how, it has helped. I request Jithin to please come on stage. Jithin is from Avent Tech, one of the leading company who is into audio visual and IT products covering GCC, Africa, India, multi-currencies. The challenge Avent Tech had was, right, single procurement, global distribution. He will share his story. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, good evening everyone. Myself Jithin. I part of Avientik Group. Thanks Delwin for the warm welcome and introduction. As Avent Tech, we are the distributors of audiovisual and unified communication products across the globe. We have we have our presence in the Middle East, Africa, and in India. And over the years we collaborate with major brands like Epson, Logitech, Clearone, and even Microsoft. And we also recently announced our new division in the education segment called Avent Tech Edu. Over the years, what we really do is like we import the products from all these major brands and we distribute to our partners. Majorly our partners are the IT and the AV integrators, okay? And we don't leave the partners just by selling the products, but we have a talented team along with us who always concentrate to give end-to-end support to the partners, and whether it be at their offices or on the sites. And over the years of our growth, we are a 100+ employee company now. All the years of this growth, one of the major challenges, as Delwin just mentioned, one of the major challenges we faced was, to manage all these kind of transactions. In the sense, manage the group company transactions. We as a group, we have many child companies. So we had a lot of transactions between these companies, and it's a buying and selling of goods and services. So there will be a lot of transactions in and out. So it was a challenge for us to manage these intercompany transactions without, it was taking a lot of manual workload. So there was a lot of data entry was required, and also this the challenge was to manage these transactions and the delivery supplies, procurement, of all these regions, okay, as centralized. We were not able to handle it centralized because all these other companies are situated in many other countries. It has got its own legal formats. So we wanted to actually have a centralized system, a proper ERP. So that was a major challenge we faced. Then at that point of time, even we have used many other ERPs as already mentioned here, but I don't want to name it out. But at that point of time, it was a very crucial time. So at that point of time, one of the clients of Craft Interactives, okay, who also knew Avent Tech, and they just communicated about our requirement to Craft Interactive, and by then this Craft Interactive has had approached us, and Mr. Neji and Delwin had a lot of visit to our office. We had a lot of discussions and meetings, and one of the best thing I can say about Craft Interactive is that they have a very professional team to understand the client requirement. Okay, it's for me, like while migrating to an ERP, it's very much required to understand what exactly the business requirement is. So they had a good team to understand what we require and what is our exact challenges, and they had that team to develop it in a very short span of time. I remember we had our first meeting in 2021 November, and then we wanted to go live by February of 2022. It was a very short time, and the requirement was very vast as well. So, but however, Neji and team had their team, and they said for us, they said the manpower on for us, and then they worked on it, and then they made it very quick. They made the framework very quick, and even though we just now from the past 1 year we are using ERPNext successfully, and now the complex process we had managing this procurement and the daily supplies across the globe is been now simplified through ERPNext. One of the best thing which I like about ERPNext framework is it's a very simple to understand user interface. So like I'm from the finance side, but however like my sales guy doesn't know what is delivery or telling what is an accounting entry, he doesn't understand. So the ERPNext has the solution where anyone can simply understand what a document is. So it gives a very simplified solution, and that is the one thing which I wanted to highlight. And thank you. I feel like I'm really happy to be here. And why? Because I now am coming to know that there's a bigger community in UAE as well who is using the ERPNext. I would suggest ERPNext to have a community or something as such, where we all can be connected. So that would might help. I'm not sure if you already have something as such. So that's all from our side. We wish ERPNext team to build more and more features and add on to the program. So we all be waiting for your new releases, and the suggestions for as such. Any of my friend had suggested like we wanted to have some suggestions where we can intimate to you, like those kind of initiatives will be appreciated. And thank you so much for the Craft and ERPNext team for inviting me here. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Jithin. So he has given a clarity what ERPNext, how a bigger solution was met, right? Next, I would like to call Sandeep Kumar from Megarme. It's a member of Palfinger Group. I should ask, who doesn't know Palfinger, right? It's a leading company globally. Yeah. And Sandeep, over to you. Yeah.
Hello. Hi. First of all, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, everybody, for your precious time. And thank you, Craft Interactive, for honoring me to discuss share my experience on ERPNext, and also how we use it and what are the benefits on that. Again, I'm thanking the key users who explained everything about ERPNext, that what benefits and what are the feedbacks, what were the feedbacks and everything. But I will just not take your time too much, but simply I would say, like, in our company, Megami is a group member of Palfinger Group. So we were running we are the rope access company starting in 1993. So we were like trying to manage the projects, even the offshore, onshore, whatever. There's multiple projects we have been running till now. So in such case, we want everything should be in the one page. Every team member must be on the one page. Means it's not only on one page as a teamwork, but on systematically as well. So where we are working is. So we implemented, like myself and my team member implemented the ERPNext. I searched it out and approached the ERPNext team, and the guy might be the left Craft Interactive, the ex-employees, Shahir and all, and after that, and Vijay, they help us a lot. We implemented ERP and we improved the efficiency, cost saving, and much more. The revenue has been increased. Revenue increase, it doesn't mean that it doubled the figures. No, we have a revenue, but revenue in a sense like whatever the wastage, what we are spending, we reduce the wastage, reduce the variance level in terms of inventory. So this that much ERP helped us a lot in that. So far, our company, big group, Palfinger, using the SAP HANA. So in Begame, we implemented ERP in a small part, which I mentioned. We are running multiple multiple projects. So we implemented. In other words, what I observed, I heard a lot of people reviews here in this room. Everybody shared their ideas, their feedback, everything. Completely agree, very appreciated and glad to hear that one. But I would like to mention one thing which need to be what you call, you can say improve, or you can say like in ERPNext. The whole ERPNext is very good ERP for the companies, but the thing is the software itself, like mobile app. We had mobile app before, right?
Yeah.
So now,
No, I think no, version 15 comes with a mobile app for HR solution, right? I think we are coming back with certain modules with mobile app. So I think that should help to some extent, right?
yeah. So this the thing. The rest is amazing. The ERP itself is amazing. That's it. That's it from my side.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Hope it's a good testimony from one of our global client, McArmy, right? Next.
We happy to show the mobile app for HR.
Yeah. So we are really happy to showcase the mobile app as well. So yeah, we will definitely take it because he knew us. So we are there, right? So next we would like to call Mr. Joy Chaco from SDZ Group, again a large player in the market who has been in the business trading large volumes globally, Middle East, Africa, right? So 2 continents. So let's hear.
Hi, good evening. First of all, my name is Joy Chakapan. It's not Chaco. That's a very important thing. If he knows, he will make problem. Okay, good evening, everybody. And first of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be here. By this meeting, by being present here, I came to know that I'm not alone. There is a big team behind me, or there is a big team around me to support, to understand, to explore more. And also happy to know that more than the Frappe or ERPNext, there are customers using this software who is more passionate about developing this than the real owner. So that is a very important point. My name is Joy Chakapan. I am from SDZ Group, which is established in 2003, and it's almost 20 years, and which has presence in Dubai, Djibouti, US, France, Eritrea, Ethiopia, and Somalia. All these countries we have our presence. On our core business line is FMCG and food. FMCG and food distribution. We are the sole distributor and agents for Unilever, Johnson & Johnson, Rakit, Mars, Dabur, Nike, Pepsi. All these products are ours. In Djibouti and most of the African countries, we do have added Marlboro also to our product stream. So all these products we are managing, and I am thankful to ERPNext for bringing a unified and progressive software to our entire group. Before, as we discussed, we were using different softwares. We are using Tally, and some other countries they were using QuickBooks and Sage. All these different softwares were used in different countries, but in 2020, we met Craft Interactive team. Neji was there, and the entire team was in our office, and we discussed many days, and we found ERPNext is one of the best solutions we can ever get. There were many software solutions, but it was best due to 2 reasons. One, it is simple, and second, most important reason, it was economic. Because that was COVID time, we were not able to spend too much money on a software. But we didn't. First we thought, since it is so economical, it cannot meet our expectations. But later we understood that no, that is not the case. It is as good as very heavily expensive software in the world. It is as good as that. It was so simple, and the entire team liked it very much. Initially, there was a reluctance from our internal. Internally, we faced many issues to implement this software. But as and when, as the time grows, and when we started implementation, people started liking this software, and now they adore it. And now I understand that we are only, as they explained about the possibilities and opportunities in the software. Now I understand that we are using only at least 50% of the possibilities or chances of the software. Rest of the 50% is still left around. So we have to. I request the craft industry team. I've already told them that we are looking for a clear solution for our retail solutions. We are looking for, because we are partnering with Nike and other footwear solutions. So we need a clear solution for the POS, and which we are finding a little bit difficult. But of course, possibly by saying all these things, I hope we'll be able to find a solution for that. And secondly, as somebody mentioned here, a mobile application is very important, because our management, they don't want to go to the sites and laptops and go to the site and take the. What I've learned is that we have only a replica of the, and still I don't know what is still there, but we need a clear mobile application for them to have the reports handy, because they don't want to open the sites and get the reports. It should be handy and should be a summarized report should be there. So MIS part we need to take care. Otherwise everything goes well. And thank you again, Neji, Maviz, and the entire Roshna and the entire team in Craft Interactive. You are so supportive, and we would like to be with you for years now. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joy. It was very, very informative. And when Joy approached Craft Interactive, the biggest challenge they had was because they deal with very, very short-living, perishable goods as well, right? Expiry, batches, serial numbers, traceability was a challenge for the group. And they export, they deal with a lot of food articles, right? So ERPNext was, as he said, a viable solution that point of time they could afford. And with ERPNext, we believe a lot of issues we managed to fix. And we are happy to engage with the group, and we will take to the next level, right? So thanks a lot again, and we'll move to another interesting story from Ketan Bhatia, Bandi Distributions, right? We request Ketan on stage.
Thank you so much. I'm going to correct as well. It's not Bhatia, it's Bhagia. We have the same problem. First of all, I know there's time restrictions, but do understand I've had 2 cups of latte, a full bottle of water, 1.5. I need to go pee, so I'll be fast. So rest assured. Oh, time's up already. I just started. Well, I'm going to change my narrative a little bit, because when he asked one question that who is not on ERPNext, and I saw many hands up. So I said, let me change the narrative. Instead of just talking about what we did at Bandi, going back to how we, me being a software fanatics for years, I've predominantly spent my life into healthcare, IT, and software. My life with ERPNext, how it started, is as good as it's like a story that or a joke that came some time back. I'm sure some of you have heard. This kid from Texas, he moved to Florida. Nice guy, just out of college, 18, 19, 20 years old, and he went to a store which is everything sold under one roof. So he asked the manager, he wanted a job. He said, hey, do you have any experience? He's like, no. Have you ever sold anything? He's like, yeah, back in Texas, I've sold vacuum, door-to-door sales. I was like, look, I like you, so I'm going to give you an opportunity. You have to prove. So the guy started. Day 1, he comes next day. End of the day, 6 o'clock in the evening, he's ready to go home. The manager calls him. So, how many customers did you sell the product to? And he goes, 1. It's like, kid, you've got to change. If it doesn't improve, we'll have a problem, and you won't last long with this department. We expect a lot from our sales team. And what was your sales amount? It was like $148,000. I said, what? $148,000? One customer. It's like, yeah. What did he buy? It's like, well, he came to buy a fish hook, or rather, I sold him a fish hook. Then I said, what kind of fish are you going for? And he gave me some names. I said, no, you need to get another rod. So I sold him a fish rod. And then I asked him, where are you going for fishing? He was like, down the coast. Oh, then your single engine won't work. Let me get you, you need to get a twin engine craft. I sold him a boat. And then I asked him, what car do you have to tow your boat? And he goes, a Honda Civic. I said, that's not going to work. I sold him a 4x4 Expedition. The guy's like, what? A guy came to buy a fish hook and you sold him $148,000? He's like, no. He came to buy ladies' product for his wife. So I simply said, your weekend is short, might as well go fishing. So that is my life with ERPNext. I am predominantly, I was in the States for 17 years. I was a legacy software guy. We did electronic health records. Most of my life has gone into that, into clinics and hospitals. And when I had no clue about open source, rather I didn't believe in open source, period, because that's what we were. So my passion was also cybersecurity, so we do vulnerability assessments and this and that. So when I moved to Dubai, I had a contract in Tanzania, East Africa. I had a contract with a hospital to do their assessment. So we did that assessment when I went to present, while talking to the board, and we found so many problems. They started talking about the situation at the hospital. And this hospital was a non-profit organization. They had hospitals, they had schools, they managed crematorium and social stuff and all that, and they had real estate. Going through 4 billion shillings, which is about $1.6 million loss every year. So I said, okay, look, I'm in healthcare. I can do evaluation for your hospital side at least. They agreed. So I did the evaluation. Fast forward, I saw so many issues, so many loopholes. They had a software for the doctors. They have a different accounting packet for someone else. HR was using some other product. And pharmacy had something else altogether. So there too much happening. So I was talking to one of my childhood friends. I'm originally from East Africa. So I was talking to him. We talked with Mitesh Chokshi, Aquatech. And he introduced me to ERPNext. And I was like, no, open source. I'm a pure Gujarati. I was like, how do you make money?
I'm a closed, not open.
Yeah, I was like, how do you make money? Nah, just look at the possibilities. And within 2 days, he came up with some screens. And then back then, in 1920, we did not have full-fledged healthcare in there. So he just came up with something. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So we started talking, and I proposed ERPNext to this hospital. March 18th, 8:30, we have a meeting with them, with the whole board. It took us 2 months to get everybody in the room, the doctors and all that. And it took us, and kid you not, it took us 3 weeks max to develop screens, and 60% of them functional screens to demonstrate over there. The reason I remember that date is March 19th is when Dubai shut down. My flight was at 4 o'clock. I was stuck in Tanzania for 4 months. So I remember that date. Although every husband out there, they learn how to cook, I did not. I was stuck with my parents-in-law. And that's dangerous. So, fast forward, we implemented ERPNext. I became a full believer of open source, and this was 100% open source. I believed in it. We implemented in the hospital, school, real estate, and everywhere. Super success. And now we went live into 2022, and come this, in fact, September, the hospital, the association is plus cash positive. So they crossed all that. The association now with the fingertip, when they are sitting in the board meeting, they have full transparency of what's happening in which department, which domain in their association. So that was great. Then we talked about, I was sold on ERPNext. So Bulandi is our family business here. We are into distribution of hair care, skincare products. We export to all over Africa, etc., etc. I initially worked with Mitesh, and this is a great story. I worked with my buddy in Tanzania to start ERPNext for our company here in Dubai. I thought it would be easy, but I don't have time to implement. I don't have time to train. I don't have time to do anything. So it became so challenging. Then we were referred by Mitesh to Neji, so to Craft Interactive. And the beauty of ERPNext, those who are thinking, Bandi Distributors, we were using a homegrown legacy software for a long time. This was our second ERP system back then. And we were stuck, tied with one vendor. Here, I'm dealing with Tanzanian team. They just switched me over to Craft Interactive. Overnight, we have someone local to help us. So that basically tells you, you have a software that you're not tied with whether it's Craft Interactive or QCS or anybody. Your options are wide open throughout the globe. So that was a big help to us. We even then, last year, we did an implementation of ERPNext in Uganda, the largest e-commerce company, Chikubu Online. We had a front-end application which was developed in Flutter, but back-end complete control was ERPNext. Once again, they were locked with a vendor and they were stuck. Changes to come in, the guy would take their own sweet time. We went in 6 months. It took us 6 months to be an established company that does thousands of transaction lines per day. So we cannot just switch them overnight. We had to plan everything. It worked. ERP team was excellent. We're now live. They're very happy over there as well. The full system from ordering to the pickers, order picker from the warehouse, delivery goes to the delivery trucks. The whole process has been magnificent. Speaking about my experience with Craft Interactive real quick, I cannot thank them enough. They stood by us when we needed. Those who have used legacy software, that if you're stuck using, if you've used a system which is nice glorified screens, the users always show resistance to change. But they stood by us, they listened to us cry. My team was really on everybody's head. They hated us in a way, maybe. We thought they hated us. But they got us going, and we can't say thank you enough. With this, I thank you for inviting me. My name is Ketan. I need to rush to the bathroom.
Thanks a lot, Ketan, and interesting story. And thank you very much. Hope you are so much credible. The credibility what our clients brings, right? What ERPNext can we trust an open source solution? You can bank on a partner in UAE, right? So I have many more clients lined up, but I think Priyanka already time up screen is on, right? So I'm just ending here. So thanks again all my clients as well, Jithin and all team.